Here's something a little bit different. Rather than all the bits of plastic we've been looking at, here's a proper chunk of old school metal. This is the Rogue Trader Landspeeder, of course. I never had one of these when I was 12 or 13, and to be honest, I'm not sure I could have put it together. To be honest, when I was that age, it's quite a tricky kit. It was a bit of a pig to get together. There's quite a bit of brass rod in this model. For one thing, I've substituted the see-through plastic flying base for just a brass rod flying base. So the brass rod that's going up the middle here, it's sort of curled round a few times under the sand in the base, and then it actually goes through a hole right up through the middle and up through the top of the gun here. You can just see the very top of it poking out there. So that's keeping it all together. And then there's another rod going through the engine block, another rod keeping that bit together, I think. I think there's also a couple of rods, or pins really, keeping the two Marines in place. So hopefully this would probably survive a fall to the floor, though I don't want to try it. But yeah, it was a nightmare to put together. Lots and lots of gaps all over it. What I use to fill the gaps on stuff like this is baking powder, just sort of heaped into place, and then saturated with that ultra thin super glue you can get, and that creates a really strong sort of cement really that keeps everything together. And then I painted it slightly differently from my plastics as well. With the plastics I keep things really quick and simple. I undercoat them in blue and then just blob the other colours on the top. This, with my metal stuff, what I tend to do is I tend to undercoat it in black and then block in the other colours over the top, leaving a fine black line between the areas of colour, which I think is sometimes called black lining. And it's sort of an old-fashioned way of achieving a bit more sort of depth and detail. Actually, you can sort of see it quite clearly. If I rotate this, you can sort of see it in the detail between the panels of armour and stuff, which you don't really get on my other models. As you can see, there's just they're just extremely simple. There's no real details between the panels at all. Other little details, bit of hazard striping, and the customary kill spelt with one L, the hallmark of all good Rogue Trader Marines. That ought to be on there somewhere if you can. And yeah, there you go, Rogue Trader Landspeeder. More to follow shortly. Thanks a lot.